Unleashing your inner phoenix, the power of fear, healing, and self-priority. Welcome to the BlackCEO Podcast, where we dive deep into transformative conversations that challenge perspectives and ignite personal growth. Today, we're in for an extraordinary journey that promises to shake the very foundations of how we view success, fear, and self-worth. I recently had the privilege of interviewing Dr. Maryann Rivera-Dannert, a visionary leader who's revolutionizing the world of personal development and empowerment. Dr. Rivera-Dannert isn't just another self-help guru. She's a beacon of hope for countless individuals, particularly women, who find themselves trapped in lives that don't quite fit. Her work is nothing short of transformative, helping people not just to dream, but to actualize those dreams while healing their deepest wounds. Dr. Rivera-Dannert's mission is clear and powerful. She guides individuals to get unstuck, face their fears, and create the life of their dreams, all while healing their inner child. It's a holistic approach that doesn't just address where you are now, but how you got there and where you want to go. Her impact on the world is profound, creating ripples of change that extend far beyond her immediate clients. She's not just changing lives, she's changing the very fabric of how we approach personal growth and success. Now, let's dive into the heart of our discussion. Have you ever felt like you're living someone else's life? Like you're trapped in a job that drains your soul, relationships that leave you empty, or a routine that feels more like a prison than a life? If you're nodding your head, congratulations. You're human. And more importantly, you're in the right place. But here's where things get interesting. What if I told you that this feeling of being stuck isn't a dead end, but a starting point? What if the very fears holding you back could become the fuel propelling you forward? This is the revolutionary perspective that Dr. Rivera-Dannert brings to the table, and it's one that has the power to transform not just individual lives, but our entire society. Let's start with fear. We've been conditioned to see fear as the enemy, haven't we? It's the thing that holds us back, keeps us small, prevents us from reaching our potential. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if fear isn't a wall, but a door that when opened leads to growth, opportunity, and self-discovery? Dr. Rivera-Dannert challenges us to reframe our relationship with fear. Instead of running from it, she encourages us to lean into it, to get curious about it. What is this fear trying to tell us? What part of ourselves is it protecting? And most importantly, what might be waiting for us on the other side if we dare to push through? Let me share a story that illustrates this beautifully. Sarah, a client of Dr. Rivera-Dannert, had always dreamed of starting her own business. But fear held her back like an anchor. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These fears were so paralyzing that Sarah had convinced herself she was content with a safe, albeit unfulfilling corporate job. And that through her work with Dr. Rivera-Dannert, Sarah began to explore these fears. She realized that her fear of failure was really a fear of disappointing her parents, who had always emphasized stability. Her fear of judgment was rooted in childhood experiences of being criticized. And her fear of the unknown, well, that was her inner child desperately seeking security. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Sarah didn't eliminate these fears overnight. That's not the goal. Instead, she learned to coexist with them, to see them as signposts rather than stop signs. She started to ask herself, what if I fail? What's the worst that could happen? And more importantly, what if I succeed? What amazing things could I create? The result? Sarah took the leap. She started her business, and yes, it was scary. Yes, there were moments of doubt, but armed with her new perspective on fear, she was able to push through. Today, Sarah's business is thriving, and more importantly, she's living a life aligned with her true desires and values. But here's the kicker, Sarah's journey didn't just change her life. It changed the lives of everyone around her. Her employees now have a boss who understands the power of facing fears. Her clients benefit from a service born out of passion and authenticity. And her family, they've witnessed firsthand the transformative power of courage. This brings us to the second key insight from Dr. Rivera-Dannert's approach, the importance of healing the inner child. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Inner child work? Isn't that just new age fluff? I'll admit I was skeptical at first too, but the more I delved into Dr. Rivera-Dannert's work, the more I realized how crucial this aspect is. You see, many of our adult fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs stem from childhood experiences. That inner critic telling you you're not good enough, it might be echoing words you heard as a child. That fear of taking risks, it could be rooted in a childhood experience where you were punished for stepping out of line. Dr. Rivera-Dannert emphasizes that to truly move forward, we need to heal these old wounds. We need to reconnect with that inner child, listen to what they need, and provide the love, support, and reassurance that may have been missing. Let me share another powerful story. Marya, a high achieving executive, constantly felt like an imposter. No matter how much success she achieved, she never felt good enough. Through her work with Dr. Rivera-Dannert, Marya discovered that this stemmed from her childhood, where her accomplishments were always met with, "You could have done better," rather than celebration. By reconnecting with her inner child, by learning to celebrate her achievements and validate her own worth, Marya was able to break free from this cycle of self-doubt. She didn't just become more confident in her professional life. She found a sense of peace and self-acceptance that had eluded her for decades. But here's where it gets really interesting. As Marya healed her inner child, she became a better leader. She was able to recognize and nurture the potential in her team members. She created a work environment where people felt valued and supported. In essence, by healing herself, she became a catalyst for healing in her entire organization. This brings us to the third key insight, the power of prioritizing yourself. In a world that often glorifies hustle and self-sacrifice, especially for women, Dr. Rivera-Dannert's message is revolutionary. You are a priority, and you matter. How often do we put ourselves last on our own to-do list? How often do we sacrifice our dreams, our health, our happiness for others? Dr. Rivera-Dannert challenges this mindset. She argues that by prioritizing ourselves, by honoring our needs and desires, we actually become better equipped to serve others and make a positive impact in the world. Think about it like the oxygen mask principle on airplanes. You're instructed to put on your own mask before helping others. Why? Because if you run out of oxygen, you can't help anyone else. The same principle applies in life. By taking care of ourselves, by pursuing our dreams, by healing our wounds, we become stronger, more resilient, and better able to lift others up. Let me share one more story that brings this principle to life. Lisa, a mother of three, had always dreamed of going back to school to become a therapist, but she kept putting it off, feeling guilty about taking time and resources away from her family. Through her work with Dr. Rivera-Dannert, Lisa realized that pursuing her dream wasn't selfish. It was necessary, not just for her own fulfillment, but for the example it would set for her children. Lisa enrolled in school, and yes, it was challenging. There were moments of guilt, moments of doubt. But as she progressed in her studies, something amazing happened. Her children began to see her in a new light. They saw her passion, her dedication, her growth. They started talking about their own dreams more openly, inspired by their mother's courage. By prioritizing herself, Lisa didn't just transform her own life. She changed the dynamic of her entire family. She showed her children in the most powerful way possible that it's never too late to pursue your dreams, that growth and learning are lifelong processes. Now, I want to pause here for a moment. As I share these insights, these stories, I can almost hear some of you thinking, that's all well and good, but my situation is different. My fears are too big. My wounds are too deep. My responsibilities are too many. I get it. I really do. Change is scary. Growth is uncomfortable. And the idea of prioritizing ourselves, of facing our fears, of healing our wounds, it can feel overwhelming. But here's the thing. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to have it all figured out today. Dr. Rivera-Dannert's approach isn't about overnight transformations. It's about small, consistent steps. It's about gradually shifting your perspective, about building a new relationship with yourself day by day. It's about progress, not perfection. And here's the most beautiful part. You don't have to do it alone. In fact, you shouldn't do it alone. Dr. Rivera-Dannert emphasizes the importance of community, of support systems, of having people in your corner who believe in you, especially when you struggle to believe in yourself. This is where her work truly shines. She creates a space where people can come together, support each other, and grow together. A space where fears can be voiced without judgment, where dreams can be shared and celebrated, where healing can happen collectively. Now, let's bring this all together. Remember that feeling of being stuck, that sense of living a life that doesn't quite fit. I want you to know that it's not a life sentence. It's not a dead end. It's a starting point. Your fears, they're not walls. They're doors waiting to be opened. Your past wounds, They're not just sources of pain, they're opportunities for profound healing and growth. Your dreams, your aspirations, they're not like selfish indulgences. They're vital expressions of who you are, and pursuing them isn't just good for you. It's good for everyone whose life you touch. Dr. Maryann Rivera-Dannert's message is clear. You are a priority. You matter. Your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, they all matter. And not just in some abstract feel-good way. They matter in a real, tangible, world-changing way. Because here's the truth. When you heal, you help heal the world. When you grow, you create space for others to grow. When you pursue your dreams, you inspire others to do the same. Your journey of personal growth and self-discovery, it's not just about you, it's about all of us. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a challenge inspired by the transformative work of Dr. Rivera-Dannert. I want you to take one small step today towards prioritizing yourself. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's setting aside 10 minutes for quiet reflection. Maybe it's saying no to something that doesn't serve you. Maybe it's saying yes to something that scares you but excites you. Whatever it is, take that step. And then tomorrow, take another one. And the day after that, another one. Because here's the thing about personal growth. It's a journey, not a destination. It's about consistent, small actions that over time lead to profound transformations. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be willing to take that first step. And then the next one, and the next one after that. Because every step you take towards healing, towards growth, towards your dreams, it matters. You matter. So, let me ask you this. What's the first step you're going to take today towards prioritizing yourself, towards facing your fears, towards healing your inner child, towards creating the life of your dreams? Whatever it is, know this. You're not alone on this journey. There's a whole community of people inspired by visionaries like Dr. Maryann Rivera-Dannert who are walking this path alongside you. Your journey starts now. Your growth starts now. Your healing starts now because you are a priority and you matter. Now and always, I want you to imagine a world where everyone understood this, a world where we all prioritized our own growth and healing, a world where we faced our fears head on, where we nurtured our inner children, where we pursued our dreams unapologetically. What kind of world would that be? It would be a world of innovation where people weren't held back by fear of failure. It would be a world of compassion where healed people could truly support and uplift others. It would be a world of authenticity where people live true to themselves rather than societal expectations. This isn't just a dream, it's a possibility. And it starts with you, it starts with me. It starts with all of us taking those small steps every day. So I challenge you, no, I dare you. Dare to prioritize yourself. Dare to face your fears. Dare to heal your wounds. Dare to pursue your dreams. Because when you do, you're not just changing your life. You're changing the world. You're part of a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. Remember, you are the author of your own story. You have the power to rewrite the narrative, to change the course of your life. And in doing so, you have the power to inspire others to do the same. So go forth. Be brave, be authentic, be you. The world is waiting for the unique gift that only you can bring. It's time to unleash your inner phoenix, to rise from the ashes of your fears and self-doubt, and to soar into the life you've always dreamed of. Your journey of transformation starts now, and we're all here cheering you on every step of the way, because when you shine, we all shine brighter. When you grow, we all grow stronger. When you heal, we all heal deeper. This is your moment. Seize it, embrace it, live it. The world is ready for the authentic, empowered, unstoppable you. Are you ready to meet that version of yourself? Remember, in the words of Dr. Maryann Rivera-Dannert, you are a priority and you matter. Now, go out there and show the world just how much you matter. Your journey awaits, and it's going to be beautiful. Thank you.